Hello my peaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. In this video, I am going to talk about 6 variants of Body Fantasies body mists. I personally have been dying to try these body mists because they were kind of very much available a year ago, but then 6 months ago, most of them got out of stock, but now they are back again in stock on Amazon, Nykaa, Flipkart, where not. But the restock that has been done has higher prices. So yeah, that's a little disappointing because I have seen these body mists in the price point of 299 rupees, but I don't know why now the prices have almost gone up till 500 rupees. So we are going to talk in depth about these fragrances, these body mists. Without wasting any more time, let's get into this video and quickly roll the intro. The room is smelling so good right now because the candle that is burning in the background is Bright Christmas Morning, and you know how much I love that candle. I just thought that let's create a pretty corner since I have the scope of doing so right here. So yeah, that's what I did. So let's start with the first one and the smallest packaging that I got. I think there was a full size in it. I don't remember. So I was just getting it in 299 rupees. And that is Sunrise. And Sunrise has the notes of peach nectar, wild red berries, mandarin in the top. Middle has gardenia blossoms, coconut orchid, and jasmine. Base note has creamy wood, whipped vanilla, amber, and caramel. It definitely sounds like there is a lot happening in this fragrance, but genuinely telling you, it's a sweet citrusy, not super sweet, okay, just like a natural sweetness coming out of oranges or something like that, with a woody warm base. Caramel and vanilla are not that prominent in it. They are just kind of in the background, adding a sweetness and a softness to this fragrance, and it's more like your sweet orangey but warm woody kind of fragrance. Nothing too complicated. The florals are not sharp in this. That's what I'm really liking. So I would not call it a sunrise. I would rather call it a sunset kind of fragrance. It's definitely giving me the sunset vibes because there are a few in here which you can find in smaller sizes as well, but most of them are available in full sizes. This one is 94 ml and the bigger ones are 236 ml. I can say that this is more of a summer evening kind of fragrance, and the sun is going down. You want to put on something sweet but fresh yet warm and woody at the same time, or maybe like a fall fragrance. That's what I can call it. It's not exactly your in your face fresh zesty kind of fragrance. It's more of this fall kind of fragrance or an evening time and the sun going down kind of vibe in here. It's nice. I like it. There's absolutely nothing I'm not liking about it. I like the fact that the florals are not taking the forefront, but this is not something that I'm smelling and sniffing on and going crazy for, that oh my god, I have found a gem or something like that. That is something which would interest you, so you can definitely look into it. And now moving on to the next one. Next up, we have Strawberry. How could I have not picked this one up? If you remember, I did a video where I talked about body mists under 699 rupees. So that is when I bought Vanilla Kiss from Body Fantasies and then quickly decluttered it because it was just like a very young vibe kind of a vanilla strawberry fragrance, and it was like a little synthetic for my liking, so I decluttered that. Then when I was buying the other ones, I was like, I have to try the single note strawberry fragrance in here. But it has the top notes of watery mandarin, Italian bergamot, and strawberry leaf. Middle notes have sheer violet, crushed strawberries, luscious osmanthus, and base has sugared musk. This is a very juicy, sweet, fresh, like a refreshing kind of strawberry in here. It's more like a strawberry drink, like watered down. Okay, let me explain it. It's more like strawberry turned into a juice, like juice extracted out of strawberry, but then that juice has been watered down with some ice water and then some sugar added to it, and it has turned into this yummy icy strawberry juice drink. Yeah, that's what I smell in here. I am really, really liking this. I mean, this is like your college going yummy kind of fragrance in here. Like you smelling fresh and bright and peppy and oh, so good and sweet, and just the perfect kind of sweet that you would need for a summer day. So it's more of a summer fragrance, it's more of an energetic morning fragrance. If you are a sporty college going girl, and or you are somebody who's very physically active, who's always running errands, who is like the representative of some group or something like that, I'm just imagining things with college. So if that's the kind of thing, and you are not looking for something very fresh and zesty, but kind of looking for something sweet but fresh at the same time, I think you must look into strawberry. I am liking this one so much. So much. Probably I'll just put this one on for going for a walk in the evening, and then we'll know whether I am like totally falling for it or not, because generally a few things turn out very weird on my skin, and I will talk about that later in the video. But for now, what I can say is that I am loving this, and this one especially probably because of that musky sweetness that it has, and the strong strawberry note. It's lasting quite long and it's so projective, guys. This one especially is a very, very projective kind of fragrance in here. So I am loving strawberry for a college or a school going girl, and it is so easy on your pocket that you just cannot go wrong with it. Next up, I have fresh white musk. I was not sure about picking this one up. Let me see if I have notes for this. I doubt though, but yeah, still I can try and see if I could find the notes for this. So in this one, top has lily of the valley, lilac rose, freesia mandarin. Middle has jasmine ylang ylang. Clove base note has moss, musk, vanilla, patchouli. It is a combination of a lot of florals with musky, patchouli, vanilla, and moss. Moss is something which I don't really like that much, I'll be honest with you. If something mentions moss, I generally stay away from that fragrance. But when I sprayed this, I got nostalgic instantly. It's a sweet, musky, white floral, not even white florals, okay? Just leave out those white florals in it. I'll just say that it's a white rose, very delicate white rose fragrance, which is more like a sweet, musky, soft, musky fragrance in here. And if you are a 90s kid, I'll have to probably go check with my mom that which cream she used to put on when I was a kid. When I was probably like 7 or 8 years old, my mom used to put the face cream on herself, which used to smell like this. The fragrance was so pleasant that I always used to sniff on her face. Either it was some kind of Pond's mattifying cream or something like that. So it has that kind of fragrance to it. Damn, I love this. This is like feminine and this soft, sweet muskiness in it, like a perfect feminine, fresh but sweet musky fragrance in here, which is super floral, but nothing, absolutely nothing, right from the top to the bottom has anything sharp in it. It's a soft fragrance through and through. And one problem, guys, it came without a cap. I don't know how they missed out on putting a cap on it, but yeah, it originally came without a cap, so I'm a little annoyed about that. But the fragrance in here is to die for. It's like, even if it does not give you that nostalgia, like for me personally, it's giving me that nostalgia, and it's kind of turning into a old face cream which has kind of dried down on the or penetrated into the skin and kind of smelling just a little bit powdery. So that's the kind of vibe that white musk has. So if that is something you're looking for, you must look into this. I am super impressed with this fragrance. So if my white musk is something which is really making you curious, you need to try this fragrance. Oh, it just reminds me of my mom. For some people, it might feel like a little generic because that face cream fragrance is, used to be very common back in the days. So if that kind of vibe interests you enough and you would want to smell like that, go for this. Next up, we have Wedding Day. And the problem with this one was, like, the previous one came without a cap and this one came a little crushed. If you can see at the bottle, like, it's a little crushed down here. So yeah, that's a little annoying. I mean, they have not been, I don't know, probably storing them well. I can't say what's happening. So it has the notes of, all the notes are not listed on this, but it has the notes of apple blossom, clementines, raspberry, peony, freesia, and rose. Okay, so now this fragrance is not something which is on the sweeter side of things. Like, till now, all the fragrances that I have talked about are on quite a sweet side of things, but this is like your slightly fresher take on a fragrance. I have read out the notes to you, so I will not stretch it too much. I would rather like to tell you that this kind of smells like either a Sunsilk or Pantene shampoo. It has a very, very fresh feel to it. It just smells like hygienic, fresh, floral, delicate, feminine, beautiful. And though the fragrance is very shampooy, exactly like a shampoo, but still it makes you think of a bride in a white gown. It does that, no doubts about that. Not many fragrances. I have so many body mists in my collection, but still not many fragrances smell like these. I have to give it to Body Fantasies that whatever notes they have created, that might feel like that they have created very generic smelling body mists, but I think that you probably have those fragrances in your skincare or in your hair care, but not as body mists that much. So I would really like to give it to Wedding Day, that it does make you think of a beautiful wedding decor and a beautiful bride holding some white roses in her hand and walking towards the aisle in a beautiful white dress. So yeah, that it does make you imagine that. But if you are looking for a Pantene like shampooy, fresh, feminine, delicate kind of fragrance, this is your thing in here, and you will not regret buying it for the price that it is available. I love the prices and the quantity and the quality that we are getting in here. I was so skeptical before getting these. I was actually thinking I'm going to get very synthetic smelling fragrances, but surprisingly, I am loving these. Loving. Next up, we have Twilight Mist. Twilight Mist has the top notes of plum, coconut, mandarin orange, middle notes of violet, orchid, magnolia, tuberose, and base notes of vanilla, musk, tonka bean, and sandalwood. Like, it might sound like a very complex fragrance from the notes, but it's not so. It's a very simple, woody, sweet, powdery kind of fragrance. Like, that sandalwood is quite prominent in it, and the vanilla and tonka beans are kind of adding this soft sweetness along with sandalwood. I really do not, it does have a background of plum, and probably coconut is kind of adding a soft smoothness to it, but not really dominant in here. I do not smell that coconut that much. What I smell is a fruity floral background with a soft, sweet, powdery, sandalwoody base, and it's majorly a sweet, powdery, woody fragrance in here. It's beautiful, it's so pretty, it's so nice. It kind of reminded me of Snowflakes and Cashmere from Bath and Body Works, but it's not that. No, it's not similar. I did test them out side by side, but it's not similar. I can say that this is a very beautiful powdery and a sandalwoody, like a sweet sandalwoody take on a vanillic fragrance. And this is something which is very, very soft, which is very beautiful and classy kind of fragrance in here, which you can rock all year round. And you will just smell super feminine and super delicate putting this on. And I think if you are a sandalwood fragrance lover and if you would like a mix of your vanilla and your sandalwood, this is your juice in here and you will enjoy this a lot. This is beautiful and highly recommend this one. I've kept the discussion of vanilla for the end because there are a few things I would like to state with this one. Let me first read out the notes to you on this. Vanilla has the notes of two different kind of apples and frosted tangerine in the top. Then mid has pineapple, strawberry blooms, white, I don't know, something, and then jasmine. And then dry down has the vanilla bean, vanilla musk, and caramel candy. Okay, so the first day when I tried this fragrance, the body lotion that I used was body milk from Nivea. Now the problem with this, like I always say that it's really important to coordinate your your fragrances with your shower gel, with your body lotion. So I was having only this by then. The thing is that since dengue, I am kind of staying away from highly fragranted body creams from Bath and Body Works because I feel that high fragrance factor in those kind of irritates my skin and sometimes cause a little bit of bumpiness on my skin, and my skin was feeling like irritated from the inside after using those, and it was also getting very dry. That is the reason that I switched back to my old trusted body lotion, but I went for the body milk variant. So this one has a bit of a masculine fragrance to it, like it's more like a shaving foam kind of a fragrance in here, which is floral. So it's not really a very feminine kind of fragrance. So now this, I can't pump it out because it's finished. So that's why I'm smelling it that way. So the whole point of discussing this is that when I layered vanilla on top of this, it was smelling synthetic, and my first impression of this fragrance was that this is a synthetic smelling vanilla again, just like Water Girl Vanilla Twist. You guys have been raving so much about that. I tried it, did not instantly fall for it. Yeah, it's more or less like warm vanilla sugar from Bath and Body Works for me, and more of this florally take on a vanilla. So yeah, so they are pretty similar to each other, and that is what I was feeling about this one as well when I tried it this way. But then later on, because I was not liking the fragrance of body milk, I never tried paying attention to the fragrances before. So and let me tell you that I have tried so many body lotions and body creams in this life. I'm not saying that all the new ones that have been launched, it's like a pool of brands right now in here, and it's practically impossible to try each and everything out there. But yeah, my most trusted have to be either Nivea, the regular ones, or Himalaya body cream. If you've not tried that thing, you need to get your hands on that. So that's till date my number one moisturizer for sure. So when I tried it on top of Coco Nourish, it turned out to be this warm and sweet vanilla that I would have wanted it to turn out to be like, and I instantly fell for it then. So Coco Nourish is more of this, it's a slightly fresh, slightly floral, but mostly a sweet fragrance in here. It does not necessarily come off as a cocoa fragrance, but it's more of a sweet and warm, but still kind of a floral fragrance in the background. When I topped this vanilla on top of Coco Nourish, I was like, yes, this is the combination which is making it smell like a legit warm vanilla in here. I do not really smell that much of that apple and pineapple and all of those notes in it. Like in here, I am smelling that fresh background, but when I top it over this Coco Nourish body lotion and when it completely dries down, I get this simple, warm, vanillic fragrance, which is like not super sweet, like that of a kitchen vanilla. No, it's not like that. It's still kind of a little airy and lifted, but has a warm and slightly sweet vanillic fragrance to it, which is so well done. So it's really important you pay attention to what you're layering your fragrances with. And if you are a sweet fragrance lover, I would highly suggest you to, if you are on a budget and everything, so I would highly suggest that you stick to something like this, which is Coco Nourish, or the Cocoa Body Butter from Himalaya again, because these things are like my top body lotions. Also, if you guys have tried something else and if you've been really impressed with the hydration levels of something, like I have tried Dove, Vaseline, and Mama Earth, and Wow, and what else? There are some random brands in between, like 5 6 random brands that I've tried, but I always come back to this. So pair these two together and it will turn out to be the kind of vanilla that you've always wanted it to be. Yes, this sweet, warm vanillic fragrance in here, which is like not overly warm, which is not like your winter or fall time vanilla, but more like your all year round vanilla, but like in a very cozy way. So it's a very, very cozy vanilla in here, which I'm really, really liking. I was almost thinking that I cannot get along with this vanilla for the initial days, but now I've totally fallen for it. And I can say that at this point, there is not a single fragrance in here that I have been disappointed with. I love these fragrances. I won't say that they are the best quality. Let me just put it out there. They are not as refined or as fine as Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret. The longevity of these have been definitely created by using some strong aroma chemicals, but slightly on the how do I say it? Okay, slightly on the affordable side of things. Like, considering the price, you're kind of getting what you're paying for. They're not that well blended. They are mostly like slightly on the sharper, and like they are, heavy on musk and everything. So I can say that you can make them work by layering with the right kind of body products. The quality, let me just put it in very simple words. So the quality is slightly lesser than Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret, but it is not cheap. It is not synthetic. That is what I'm really liking about them. The most synthetic fragrance that I came across in Body Fantasies line was Vanilla Kiss. So there is absolutely nothing more, or probably is just me who was layering it on top of the wrong things. So if I would have tried it in combination to something like this, it might would have worked for me, but I can't test that out now because I decluttered it. So what I'm trying to say is that these are great fragrances for school and college going girls who really want things in budget, who cannot buy Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret. For the budget segment, I think these are the best I have came across. And with those thoughts, I would like to close down this video. This has been a successful purchase, I have to say. And I'm super happy that I tried these body mists. If you're still here watching me and liking me, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Don't forget to leave some emojis and have some fun with emojis in the comment section if you don't want to write a comment. I will see you in the next one. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good. Have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.